All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even. A loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set, 19, 54, 59, and him go. Rush in, rush in.
Now Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. A 1st down carry for Henry. Benardrick McKinney, a 1st-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go one more. Mike, exit. Check 55, Mike. I got him.
Here's Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Stays on his feet. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards on the ground. First and 10 at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Max Sharping, the guilty party, second-round pick from Northern Illinois. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Miller. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back near his goal line, Mariota. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. On first down, it's Henry. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Zoom, zoom. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the slant. Watch 54.
Throwing again is Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Robert Nkemdiche, we've heard about him since high school. How about that total package of power, speed, and agility?
Yeah, he was widely thought of as the best high school product his senior year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Ole Miss was really happy to get him. And how about that play he just did there? Welcome to the NFL, young man.
Motion, motion, pump, pump,
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Watson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they'll run for it with Miller. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check him up. Check the call. Check the call.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check nine, check nine. Hey, one. Watch the ship.
This a quick pass to Davis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. On third down, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterback...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season... Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to...
Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now he's going to use his legs. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
This is taken at his 4. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. Going deep here for Stills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. He was looking that time for Stills.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
but
one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On the move to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win. Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got it at the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game.